Yes, I first came down to Brighton in 2009. I found London too oppressive. That I needed to get out of London. And Brighton, in a way, because of its, I suppose, LGBTQ plus reputation, was in some ways an obvious choice for me. I wanted to be by the coast. That was a very clear choice for me. Coming to Brighton, I didn't know anybody, or there's only one person I think I'd met once in the past, so I had no links, with anybody in Brighton. And so, in a way, I was taking a leap in the dark coming here, but I assumed I would be able to make sort of contacts and friends in the area. And that's when I first came in contact shortly after I moved down with an organisation called BLAGS, the Brighton Lesbian Gay Sports Society. I became a member of the walking group. There's about 15 different groups, sports and activity groups under that umbrella. And I joined the walking group and I met a lot of people that way, many of whom I'm still in contact with today. So that was a really great organisation for me to hear about early on and to get very involved with. And in a way, Brighton though it's a city, it's a small place, and I often find just walking around the seafront, I meet people I know, and they're a really important part of my life. I don't personally have many straight friends. The sort of LGBTQ plus community is very important for me. It is a significant part of my life, and I run a group which meets once a month. And we're a heart circle. It's a space where whoever comes along, we will sit in a circle. And it's an opportunity for each person, if they want, to be able to talk from the heart and to be able to talk about something anything. I mean, we have no topics off limits really, so somebody can bring whatever they want to talk about. And we have a stone. I found a heart-shaped pebble on the beach. So we have that stone, and when somebody's speaking, they will hold that stone, and then when they're finished, they will pass the stone on to the next person, and it goes around the circle like that. And sometimes we find that a theme will develop, because what somebody may talk about might then be picked up by somebody else. It's not a problem-solving forum. It's about giving somebody an opportunity to speak from the heart, and then the next person. And when we go on for up to 2 hours, or if we finish, come to an end before that. So, and that meets once a month, and I've run that now. I think we're getting close to 10 years.
So I'd left New York after a long time, 24 years, and a lot had happened. My partner died, a lot of things had happened, and there's a part of me wanted to come home. I decided that I would move onto the South Coast and find a university course, postgraduate thing to do. Got on a course for counselling at Brighton University and found a place to live. And the shock was I wasn't coming home. If I had a home, it was in New York after all those years. And I was actually starting again. And I really factored that in. I had to start from everything, like jobs, like friends, everything. It all worked out. And I think it all worked out because of Brighton, really. So it was just a spur of the moment thing, just got on a plane to New York and changed my life, really. And became openly gay, which New York in 1979 was a massively burgeoning community, not a community, that all happened after I entered in the community building, but the visibility of being gay. So it was just magical for me. So there were two wins for me. There was the win of being visibly gay, being able to identify as gay, being accepted as gay, slowly accepting myself as gay, but also feeling free. Every time I opened my mouth, I wasn't sort of put into a box. And I do remember politically the importance of coming out. Howard was the first friend that died. Lovely guy, he was a filmmaker, he was 27, And when he died, he'd come to stay with us, he had nowhere to go. I couldn't believe that the world didn't even pause. You know, this young man had died, not even an in-breath, you know. And then I realised that whether he wanted it or not, we were pushed into the future. So we went into the future, which it was. That kind of changed everything, because we had to come together. It wasn't just about having fun, but now we face something completely different. And the only way we could survive was by coming together. Like I say, the positive would be that we become a community, you know, and we had allies. I guess things really changed after looking back on it. The dark times, yeah, there was a plague, and New York was the epicentre. Brighton didn't have the same associations, obviously, as New York. So when I go back to New York now, it's just like it's all these ghosts. You remember who lived there, you know. So Brighton is breathed more of that for me. So it was kind of a new beginning. It's a different world now. It's a much better world in some ways. Just seeing another generation come that's not bothered by that, that is really a wonderful thing. My stage of life is about accepting yourself, looking back on your life. But the other thing is, I'm not going to live in the world you're going to live in. I'm going to be gone. But just being connected to that, even if it's once a month for a few hours, that connection into the future is really good for me. It's really good for me.